A couple of months ago, I managed to get my first official podium in a WCA competition. Fast forward 2 months, and now I went back for more. So guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Dimitris, and this is my vlog about my most recent competition. And in this competition, it was 2 days. I did a variety of events, and I wanted to see if I could perhaps get a second podium. As you saw earlier, I have one at this point, and I really wanted more. So yeah, let's start with the competition. So the first event of the day was 2x2, which is an event that I'm not particularly good at. There are other events later that I'm good, that you'll see at the end of the video. So for 2x2, I did not actually do good. My personal record average was 3, and I did 4.9, which was very bad. No solves were good for me, but since this was the first round, it was enough to get me to the finals, so I had one more chance to compete in this event, so I was not sad. After 2x2 came 4x4, which I didn't do well either. Generally, at the start of the competition, I did not do well, at least in these two events, as I was very far from my personal record, doing an average of 58. Yeah, and my personal record at the time was 56, so I couldn't beat that. But again, I can't say I'm sad because it was just the first round and my solves were good enough to get me to the finals, so I'll get one more chance. Okay, now we go to the first event that I'm actually kind of good at, which is Scube. So here I managed to absolutely destroy my personal record, doing an average of 4. 4 seconds is great for me, like I don't even do that at home. I do 5 mostly, and 4 just some random good averages. And yeah, I managed to do a 4, which gave me 5th place, which I didn't expect at all. So yeah, this average and the single that I did basically puts me top 10 in my country. I believe I am 9th best now, so I didn't really expect it, but it's a great result. Of course, it's good enough for the finals. So yeah, this is basically my first good result of the competition, so my morale went up and everything was great. However, after the greatness of Scube comes 3 blind, 3x3 blindfolded, and yeah, this event I never do. I have not done a single solve to practice on it. I didn't even record it, so yeah, just skip this, it went horribly. Okay, after we're done with 3 blind and the break, now we go back to the competition, ready for more solves, and it's time for Megamix. This time going directly to finals. We don't have to go through the first round because there weren't a lot of competitors. This applies to 3 blind as well. We all went to finals, so these are the times that actually matter. And in Megamix I actually performed well. I don't practice this event like at all, but still I managed to break my previous personal record because I just never had an average in Megamix. And I did an average that is pretty good for me. Also, my single 1:34 was almost my overall PB, which means that like if it was 2 seconds faster or something, it would have been the best solve I've ever done in Megamix in my life. Yeah, like extreme stuff. I didn't even expect it. So yes, since this was the finals, the position I got actually matters, and I got P14. 14th position, which for an event that I don't care about and I don't even practice is pretty good. Okay, now it's time to go to the finals of the 3 events we did at the start of the day. So the first one is 4x4, which as I said I went through to the finals. This time I actually managed to do a better average than my personal record, so I managed to break that. I did a 55 average, which gave me 19th position, which, well, I guess it is a personal record, so I am happy about it. Yeah, nothing else to say. I practice it, but not that much. It's not one of my good events, and yeah, overall happy. The next finals that we did was Scube. So if you remember, I said that Scube was absolutely great for me. I did solves that were great. I never do this. But now it was more like a reality check for the finals. I did a bad average. I usually average 5 at home at the time of making this video. At the first round I did 4 seconds, now I did 6 seconds. I am not happy about that. Still, I managed to get top 10, I got 9th. But yeah, compared to the 5th spot that I got in the first round, it's disappointing. And finally, the first day of the competition ends with 2x2, which was the event that started the day in the first place. So yeah, first round of 2x2 went horribly, finals went horribly as well. Yeah, even worse average than the first round, nothing notable, it wasn't even a PR or something. So yeah, I had a slightly better single this time, but it doesn't matter. I got 30th place, which like for me isn't even good. The average was horrible, the place was horrible, so yeah, 2x2 was a disaster. 2x2 was the only event, apart from 3 blind because I don't do it, it was the only event that I didn't break any of my PRs, personal records, neither the single nor the average. So yeah, the day did not end that well. But let's see. After we finish with the first day, we go into the second day, which some exciting things may happen. We'll see. Okay guys, so now it's time for the second day of the competition. Day 1 was pretty good, especially that Scube round 1. But now it's time for 3x3 and round 1. Now, as you'll see, 3x3 has a lot of rounds. So yeah, we start with the first round, which went actually good. And I managed to do a 12 average, which was my personal record. So yes, I'm happy about that, not a lot to say. My solves were actually kind of consistent. Usually I fumble up and have like 19 or something in my average. This time it was only 11s, 12s and 13s, giving me an average that I'm kind of happy about. So 22nd place, yeah, it's not great, but for me it's pretty good. I'm satisfied with this. Okay, it's finally time for the event that I am good at, and this is Clock. So Clock only has finals, so not first round and stuff, so this is the Clock finals. And I actually did not do well. I did an low 8 average, which is not good for me. I was expecting like a low 7, perhaps even a 6 if I was lucky. But I did not get lucky with my solves. I even have one DNF in the final solve that you will see in a bit. But yeah, generally I was lucky, it seemed like, because I actually got the podium that I wanted. People did not do that well. Like when I saw that I did an 8 average, I did not expect to have a podium. I got sad and I was almost certain that I missed it. But no, as it turns out, I managed to get 3rd place, and I was so close to 4th. Like I got lucky. If I didn't have that DNF, I would probably get 2nd. But well, the solves were terrible, so I'm happy that I actually secured the podium. I didn't expect it. Okay, I already told you that 3x3 had a lot of rounds, so now we move on 3x3 second round. So here I did way worse because this was directly after the Clock solves, and I learned that I actually got the podium moments before I actually solved. So I was excited and I didn't really concentrate, I guess, because the average went horribly. I did a 15. I want to remind you that I did a 12 in the first round. I did 3 seconds worse. Like, I had 2 counting 15s. The average was so bad, but I wasn't sad, because it was enough to take me to the next phase, which is semifinals, and I just got a podium moments ago, so yeah, I didn't even care. Okay, now it's time for the midday break, and after the break we're back for Pyraminx. Pyraminx is the other event that I solve a lot and I practice it. Well, not a lot, not like clock, but I still practice it a bunch. And I was finally able to do a sub 6 average. Even though I was sub 6 for a long time, I just couldn't do it in the competition. So now I managed to finally do it, and yeah, an average 5 seconds, pretty good. My solves weren't that consistent, like I had an 8 counting 6, but yeah, overall happy. I got 6th place, which is, yeah, pretty good. Like, if I got lucky with clock, like people fumbling and me getting the podium with bad solves, this had a chance to happen in Pyraminx as well, because if I can get 6th with a 5.77, if I actually do better in the next round and people don't, I may even have the chance for a second podium, who knows. Okay, here's something interesting happened. So the original schedule had 3x3 semifinals now. However, they got cancelled, and all the people that qualify to the semifinals now go directly to 3x3 finals. Yeah, I honestly don't remember why, probably because of time, or I don't remember the reason this happened. Yeah, so anyway, it would be 3x3 semifinals, but it's not. It's actually Pyraminx finals now. So we did like a 5 to 10 minute break, and we're back for Pyraminx, which actually my average got better, like a bit better. Now we did 5.63, and this gave me 1 spot. I got up to 5th place, which is actually great. Like, getting 5th, I'm very close to the podium. If people fumble the next time, I may even have chance for a podium in Pyraminx. Also, I did a very good single, which breaks my PR, and along with Scube that I mentioned before, in Pyraminx I am also now top 10 in my country. Okay, and after that we go to 3x3 finals. I must say, this is the first time I ever in my life compete in 3x3 finals. I usually don't get through because I'm not that good in 3x3, and it's actually, they put a very strict amount of people that go through, like top 12 or something, but now a lot of people went through because this is basically semi-finals. Yeah, anyway, my average was better than the second round, but still trash. Like, I had a DNF. As you saw on the second solve, it was a DNF because I was doing a U-perm or something, H-perm, I don't remember, and I missed the last move, so the M layer was misaligned, and this technically counts as a DNF and not +2, because to solve that you need 2 outer moves. So yeah, that was bad, and that led to a 16 counting. If that DNF wasn't a DNF, my average would be actually way better. It would be around the same as the first round, I believe. But yeah, I'm sad, but like 14 is not that bad, but it's still bad. It gave me 29th, which I could have pushed for something way better. But yeah, I made it to the finals, so yeah, I can't really complain. And guys, that was it for Katerini Beach Open. I was so happy I could participate in this competition, and I'm more happy about the results that I did. I actually did pretty well. I got my second podium in clock. I'm not happy about my solves. The solves weren't even my personal record. The solves were bad. I just got lucky with other people not doing well as well. Also, Pyraminx went great, which is another event I care of a lot. P5, it's pretty good. This shows that with a bit more luck and a bit more skill for me, I could challenge for podiums there as well. Scube also went well in the first round, but finals I completely wrecked it. And yeah, it was time. As you probably saw on the video in the background, it was time for me to get my medal and for the awards ceremony to happen. And yeah, that finished the competition. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more content similar to this, more competition vlogs, more cube tutorials, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.